Teacher wellbeing is even more important during report writing time. Report writing time can be workload overload. You have to find an extra 30 hours plus somewhere while still maintaining good classroom practices and engaging kids in meaningful tasks. In this video, you'll learn how to maintain your wellbeing while writing reports. I'll share with you some effective and evidence-based ways of using your time to expand what you achieve. Get more done in less time and with less stress. And while this time can be challenging, there are helpful strategies that can reduce your stress, maintain your wellness, and increase your effectiveness at giving parents the information they need about their children. I'm Mari Amaro, and I'm the Principal Presenter at the Highly Effective Teacher. I'm a teacher, and I've been working with students and supporting teachers for over 30 years. I'm passionate about teacher wellbeing, and I combine research and experience to provide strategies that improve teacher wellbeing, especially practices that take no extra teacher time, that can actually give you back time by working more effectively. I love coaching teachers so that they thrive in the teaching profession, not just survive. Improved teacher wellbeing means improved student wellbeing, and that contributes to better academic and social outcomes for all students. If you'd like to learn more about teacher wellbeing, subscribe to our channel and ring the bell so that you receive notifications of all our videos. When you subscribe, that helps to support our channel and means that we can keep making these videos and get the information and support out to more teachers. And please let us know in the comments below what you'd like to learn about or your impressions of what we do around teacher wellbeing. Report writing time can be a demanding time for teachers, and especially so when you're a new teacher, and even more so when the world situation has also been challenging. Report writing is additional workload. Assessments need to be completed and marked close to the time of writing reports so that the information you give parents is as accurate and up-to-date as possible. In the younger grades, you may be trying to complete individual assessments that take you away from your class and your teaching. And in the older grades, the additional marking also increases your workload, especially at this time. Work can feel hectic and you're so busy it can be hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel. This is when you need to be most aware of your well-being and your needs. How are you looking after yourself? If you'd like to learn more about ways to reduce your workload, especially during report writing time, check out our videos on reducing workload and reducing marking by being more effective. To make report writing time as successful and enjoyable, as possible, there are effective and useful strategies that you can use. Number one, plan your report writing time. Decide when you're going to write your reports and set a chunk of time aside. I like to use a timetable and write it all down. For me, there is something about putting pen to paper that seems to work when I'm planning my time and setting goals. And there's evidence to suggest that physically writing activates the brain and increases the likelihood of success. Break your time into chunks. For example, you could set aside a chunk of time on the weekend when you either go into school or work from home. When I was writing reports and my kids were young, I would arrange for their father to look after them while I went into school to work. I found weekends really productive because I had a larger chunk of time. I was relaxed because I had no distractions, that is my kids, my class, no washing, no cooking. I'd also set aside time after school to write reports when there were no school meetings. Number two, set goals. Create a goal for each report writing session. For example, complete this section of every report by the end of the time, or complete 5 reports by the end of the time. When you set a goal in advance, you're more likely to feel motivated to do just one more comment or just one more assessment. I use a simplified SMART goal, like I'll complete 6 YouTube videos by 2 o'clock on Sunday. It works almost like magic. And when I first started doing this, I felt like it was happening in spite of me. Number three, get yourself into a peak state. This is something I learned from Tony Robbins. That's what he says. Get yourself into a peak state before you begin the task by exercising, by getting up early, by enjoying your coffee, by meditating, by having some quiet time to yourself, whatever works for you so that you'll be at your best to get the job done. Check out our video on managing energy rather than time. It gives some great tips on how to get into a peak state so that your time working is more productive and more efficient. Number 4, use the time well. Turn off notifications on your computer and your phone and commit to staying off social media while you're writing your reports. This will keep you focused and productive. And if you're working at home, resist the temptation to do your washing, your cooking, your cleaning as a distraction from the task. Of course, it can be helpful to use some of those jobs as a brain or movement break. Just don't use them as avoidance tactics. Number 5, move. Manage the amount of time sitting in front of the computer that you'll be required to do by giving yourself movement breaks. Movement breaks are brain breaks. When you sit for too long, your brain starts to slow down just as your body does. Send oxygen to your brain by moving, dancing, standing, and you'll feel motivated to get back on task. Number 6, eat and drink. Healthy things if possible. Eat foods that support your focus and energy. And you can check out our video about foods that increase focus and energy, and that'll give you some ideas of some snacks to have. Drink plenty of water and mix that up by putting lemon in the water, mint, drinking warm water, hot water, drink herbal teas, and be wary of too much coffee that makes you a bit jittery. Enjoy some dark chocolate too if you need a sugar hit. Number 7, make your workspace attractive. Clear the area where you're going to work and make it appealing to you. I'm a messy worker because I use lots of resources, both physical and digital. But if I begin with a clear space, then I know that all the information I have with me is relevant. I also find that using candles or an essential oil diffuser helps me think and feel good, and it feels like I'm doing something nice for myself. Number 8, no surprises in a report. Parents should be aware of any issues for their child before a written report goes home. Any student information that you're giving in a report should not come as an unpleasant shock to parents. If a student is falling behind or having difficulty, the parents should already be aware of the situation. You're just putting the information in writing. And you would have already contacted them to discuss the student's lack of progress or any behavioural issues. That'll reduce your stress when you're writing reports. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and happy teaching.